Mallory, let's go to the hotline, and let's welcome in the head coach of the Burton Panthers. We're joined by Coach Jason Hodde. Coach, how are you?
Good, man. Good.
I appreciate you taking a little bit of time. How are things in beautiful Burton, Texas?
Oh, they're awesome. I'm actually in San Antonio at the livestock show and rodeo. My kids are showing
Nice.
pigs, man. So
Okay, that's a great place to start because it's supposed to be my last question, but it'll be my first.
okay.
You are an excellent football coach. That's an opinion. You are apparently an even better pig shower. Is this correct? Does your true passion lie as far as raising and showing pigs?
Well, I get that question all the time.
Mhm.
I like to think I have a passion for both. It's who I am. I'm a football coach and a pig guy, and I can't put one over the other. They both bring me so much joy. So.
Well,
that's kind of where I stand on that.
and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like, as far as down there in Burton, this is livestock country. You guys are doing big things because I know one of your star linebackers was also like he's showing cows and cattle and stuff like that. Do I have that right? Is it fair?
No,
to call...
you are correct. Waylon Hensey is not only he shows heifers and wins a lot, and he was also on the national champion judging team, second in the nation, won the state title here in Texas with their livestock judging. So yeah, it's a unique community. We love our athletics, but we also love our livestock also, and so we have to juggle both, but we do a great job here, and it's awesome.
Well, I'd say you guys have done a great job with both. I can't speak to the livestock thing. I'm a dummy when it comes to that. I have been told I know one thing about football, and I know that you guys have been pretty good recently. I want to ask you a little bit about your 2021 football season, which was a strange one. You are the team that I had to continue to throw an asterisk on when people were saying, why is their record so weird? You guys had to forfeit 7 wins during the course of the season. So you guys finished with a 5-9 record, but actually you were 12-2 on the field. I'm interested from your perspective at how you when the decision came down that you had to forfeit those wins. What was the message to your guys? Knowing full well that the road got a little bit tougher then.
Yeah, the message was tough. It was a very, very tough message that I had to give to them. Probably the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life in general is look at 40 young men and tell them that some of their hard work got taken away. And from the start, our school, our administration, our team, our community, nobody pointed a finger at any one particular thing. The incident was unfortunate. It was something that we didn't see coming and definitely didn't wish upon ourselves. But we moved forward, and that was the message. I said these life is about today and tomorrow, and you can't look in the past. I think sometimes in athletics we can hang on our failures and our successes, and we can't move forward with much success. So we always look forward. That's what we did. It's kind of funny you mentioned Waylon Hensey. He was kind of the team leader. He stood up in the room and said, and not so many words, let's go win 2 more games and get in the playoffs. And that's basically what we did. And, thought our team responded real well and couldn't have been prouder of them.
I was going to say, because it seems to me that the real headline there was you guys went from comfortably in the playoffs, let's go win a district championship, let's lock things down, to suddenly playing for your season functionally every single week. Did you notice a change in the sense of urgency among your boys?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we played. Every good football coach talks about being physical, and we were a little angry those 2 games, and not at anybody in particular, just angry at the situation, and therefore we played with a lot of urgency. I thought our practices were very upbeat. The games were very physical, and then it kind of took an emotional toll on us. It was kind of we had to win the 2, then we had to get a little help, and then but from that standpoint, we responded well, and you always learn a lot about people during the tough times. Good times we can all are easier kind of to get through, but the tough times I learned a lot about our guys that I already kind of thought I knew, but it just solidified it, and it was just a really good group of young men to overcome that and do what they needed to do.
Talking with Jason Hodde, the head coach of the Burton Panthers here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, #TFToday. Coach, one of the things that obviously you guys were able to make that run in the playoffs, and a couple of the big reasons why were your quarterback and your running back. Ryan Rolling, the quarterback, was so special for you guys. And then your running back, Pearson Spice, who I thought really grew as the season went on. When you take a look at what you guys were able to accomplish offensively, I have to imagine that it starts with what those two guys were able to do.
Yeah, I mean, they were a big part of our success. Ryan, he was a very good game manager and could make some throws that we couldn't make the last year. And I think that was the big difference. We were able to get some throws made on third downs throughout the season. And he was really big in the first opening round game against Cristobal. That was a tough first round matchup for both of us. And he really came through in the fourth quarter, made some big time throws to keep some drives going for us to come back and win that game. And then Pearson was a tough runner all year long. And we're more of a ground attack offense. And so it takes a toll on him sometimes. And just having Ryan there to be able to throw the ball was a big plus.
Coach, a couple weeks ago we got UIL realignment looking into to 2022. Yeah. Surprise. You guys are dropped into District 14, 2A Division II. You get joined with Fall City, the team that you met in the regional final last year, and Yorktown. A few other really good teams. When of the teams, in fact, of the 7 teams, 6 of them made the playoffs last year. Were you surprised whenever you cracked open that packet a couple weeks ago?
I was the most surprised, and this is a funny story too. We didn't have school due to some ice and the cold weather, and I live my other passion is pigs, so I had to hand water all the mama sows at the farm, and so that's what I was doing when I got the message. I actually got the message from Coach Kerhoff at Fall City. Basically, that's how I got the news, and it was pretty surprising. I would have to say I was very surprised.
And so you're in there, District 14, 2A Division II. Kind of I guess you'd call it a Brazos Valley Coastal Bend, South Texas district. When how does this affect your program? How do you talk about this with your guys, knowing that, hey, look, you're going to go in there and be playing some of the very best teams in the state right away?
I think as you sit back in your first thought process is, oh man, that's tough, but I think at the end of the day, I think, from a football standpoint, I think we kind of are going to relish the opportunity. Just to be in battle tested each week, and if you can overcome that and get through that and get in the playoffs, it's going to help you moving forward. I mean, Fall City's a great program, and the other schools are emerging as well. And so, having to do that, being involved in that week in and week out, having that mental urgency that you have to come each and every week prepared. I think sometimes it's good for your football team. On the flip side, it can be physically draining as well. But we're looking forward to it. It's something new. That's for sure. And I think sometimes new can enhance excitement and a little more motivation as well.
Finally, let's get back to the important talk. Let's talk about you're in San Antonio for the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. What would represent success for Burton there in San Antonio? What are we aiming for? What's a good goal for this week?
Well, we just had my niece, which is a Burton student, just had the champion Duroc.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's a very, very impressive feat considering the magnitude of this stock show. So that was a huge success for us, and kids have been doing good and performing at a state level here, and I just think just the fact that we're represented our community that's a success, the biggest success we can have. So it's been good. We've been blessed, and it's been super fun. He's
Jason Hodde. He is a pig. Pig shower? Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, you can call me I'm a pig guy.
Pig guy.
And in the livestock world, either a cow guy or sheep guy or pig guy.
He's Jason Hodde. He's a pig guy. He's also the head coach of the Burton Panthers. Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck there in San Antonio, and look forward to seeing what you guys do in the fall.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
There he goes, Jason Hodde, pig guy. And head coach of the Burton Panthers. I was going to ask him. I always like to have. I don't know. People who watch this show probably know my playbook's pretty easy. I like to have one kind of lighter question to finish things on, and so it's going to be about how the fact that he was, he raises show pigs and he does that. And there's a great story by Mike Lucas down there at KAGS down in College Station, Brian, about him doing show pigs and stuff like that. And so I was going to ask him about it. And sure enough, right out of the gate, he's like, well, I'm here doing the show pig thing. I'm a pig guy. I'm like, all right. Moving that question up to the beginning.
He was like, I called him. He was like, hey, sorry, I didn't see your call. Like, I'm outside right now. Is this going to be on video? And I was like, oh, no, Coach, we're good. It's just going to be on call. Like, no big deal at all. But he was outside.
I'd like to see some of those pigs, though. Like see some.
We should have FaceTime. That would have been kind of cool.
That would have been good.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't think we have that technology.
Not yet.
Anyway, obviously the big news there was that they're moving into a district of Fall City. I mean, you want to talk about a lot of the. I would say that's at least 2 of the 3 best teams in Region 4. There, depending on what you think of like Chilton and Dehanus, but to have those in the same district. And then, by the way, don't sleep on Yorktown. Yorktown had a great year last year. So should be a lot of fun there. Burton and Fall City in District 14, 2A Division 2. We know they're going to go at it with the vigor of a pig man. We appreciate Coach Jason Hodde joining us. Hey, thanks for watching this clip here on YouTube. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, you can watch us live every weekday at noon at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, or here on YouTube. And if you want more of the best coverage of football in the state of Texas, check out TexasFootball.com and become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider at TexasFootball.com/subscribe.